Okay, let's go.
Hi everyone. Hello YouTube.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello guys. Welcome,
Hello.
welcome.
There is a pro player, Kyrie.
Yes. Yes.
Who's that? Sorry, what you guys are talking about?
It
No,
is
that
player,
Esport athlete.
sport athlete.
Esport athlete.
For real?
is that real? Because she is the best athlete, sport athlete in the world, I think. Kyrie.
Oh. So Kak Al is the real EA Sport athlete?
No, no.
Oh, maybe in the future, yeah.
I
You,
thought I was about to do.
could you open your camera, please?
Okay.
I assume.
It turns out to be Ali. Okay, thank you, Ali. That's very entertaining. Anyway, everyone, welcome guys to our class tonight. I'm very, very thankful to have you guys here. Let me introduce myself a bit. My name is Dina. I am gonna be the MC for today, so I hope you guys can enjoy the class tonight. Okay. Before we start though, I think we can wait for others to come here as well and ask to some of you here about how you guys are doing. Perhaps I'm gonna call out from Karatna. Hi Karatna.
Hello,
How are you, Kak?
I'm good. How are you?
Great too. Thank you for asking. Where are you right now?
I'm in Batam. Exactly, I'm in my kosan.
Your kosan in Batam?
Yes.
Wow, that's very far.
Oh, where are
very...
you?
I'm in Klaten.
Okay.
Central Java. Okay, is this your first time coming here?
Yes, it's my first time. Nice to see you.
Oh my God, welcome guys. Please say welcome to Karatna here. Welcome Karatna. How did you know us,
Thank
by the way?
you.
How did you know?
I have a friend, so she gave me the link from Instagram.
Who's that friend?
Kalayin. I think she is here.
Oh, thank you, Kalayin. Are you here, Kalayin?
Lain or yin? Lain or yin?
Layin. Oh, I think she's not here today.
Maybe she's not here yet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you for coming to our class, ya Karatna. I hope you can enjoy tonight's class.
Thank you.
Okay. So guys, if you are able to turn on your cam, I really, really wanna see your faces, and I would really appreciate if you guys are willing to turn on your cam, just like what Gandhi here are doing. He's turning on his cam and you just cut your hair, little boy.
And look at his background.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
that's even more
every
famous than
Britzone.
mine. Yeah, Gandhi, thank you for coming and turning on your cam. Thank you also, Kaopi, for turning on your cam. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna, before we start the class, I'm gonna do some announcement a little bit. So, once again, welcome to the largest English community in Indonesia. We are Britzone. Yeah, we are based on some values. As you guys might already know, we are an English education. In here, you guys are free to speak without any judgment. And also, we are based on volunteerism. So me and all of the Amazing Tuesday team, also the conductor, we are all volunteers. So we do this class because we love you guys. Anyway, we are also an open free and open platform. So no matter where you guys at, you guys may be in Klaten, you guys may be in Batam, or even from Philippines. You guys can join our class because we are open and free without any cost whatsoever. And yeah, Britzon's actually got few programs. The first one is Britzone Tuesday Class, which is tonight's class. We are an online and also offline class, starts every 7 p.m. We are focuses on enhancing speaking skill through a wide range of topics. Also, we got our second class, which is Britzone Fun Day class. This is an entirely offline class that held every Saturday at 11 a.m. This class brings various fun topics to discuss. And there's actually one more fully online class, which is Britzone Thursday class, but I think I am choosing the wrong pepete here, so forgive me, guys. It is fully online class. It held every Thursday at 7 p.m. on Zoom. And the last one, or our fourth program, wait, guys. Okay. The last one is Britzone Outdoor Class. For those of you who's in Jakarta or nearby Jakarta, this class is held once a month on Saturday. In this class, you guys can learn English through a lot of games, picnics, and fun activity outside of the class. And yeah, we are also very, very active in Instagram. So make sure that you guys follow our Instagram account here at Britzone ID. And we are also live streaming this class through YouTube. Our YouTube channel is called Britzone English Community. We also got our Twitter, House Club, and our website. Also, Britzone's podcast is on Spotify. And because us is a volunteer platform, we of course need you guys support. So you guys can actually purchase our merchandises through this Instagram account, which is Britzone Merch. This is actually a lineup from last year. We already got a new lineup collection. You guys can access that in Britzone Merch. There's also like t-shirts and t-shirts and t-shirts. And yeah. We are also proudly sponsored by Library of the Education and Culture Ministry. If you guys are interested into books and videos collection, you guys can, sign up into their membership. And we also got a tradition. So after class tradition, in every single of our class, we take a picture, usually after material session. So make sure that you guys are able to turn on your cam and, present the best version of you. We're going to take a picture and post it on our Instagram. Also, we're going to share the picture to your WhatsApp group. And if you guys want to share it to your Snapgram, you guys can tag Britzone ID. And last one, after our class end, we usually share a feedback link. So we're really hoping for you guys to fill in those links and tell us what things that we can improve in the next classes. And yeah, that's it for the announcement. I'm gonna say hi to some more of you in here. There's actually already like 30 people coming here. Oh my God, you guys are so excited to start the class. I'm gonna call from maybe Kak Anasya Bella. Kak Anasya Bella, are you here? Okay, maybe Kak Anasya is not here. Perhaps Kak, wait guys. Perhaps Kak Husna? Hi Kak Husna.
Hi.
How are you, Kak?
I'm not good, but I feel like flu.
Yeah.
So I cannot to use my camera. Okay.
It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. We can
Okay.
hear that from your voice. You sound a bit lemes.
Oh yes. Okay.
Hopefully Hopefully you get better soon ya Kak.
Okay, thank you. Amin.
Okay, thank you Kak Husna. Yeah, a lot of people are getting sick these days, guys. So make sure to take care of your health and drink a lot of water, exercise perhaps. And yeah, guys, I already did the announcement. And now we're gonna go to the next session, which is gonna be the presentation session that will be led by our conductor. We actually got our lovely conductor tonight, which is Kak Maryanti. Hi, Kak Maryanti. Okay, would you mind to turn on your mic?
My microphone is not nice. Hello. Good evening.
Good evening, Kak. We're so excited to hear more from you about reading aloud, Kak.
Right. Is it now the time?
Yes, this is the time. I'm gonna help out with share screen, ya, Kak. Okay, you may start, Kak.
Okay, second. Okay, too close behind. Right. Good evening, everyone. So today I'm going to try to present something that we love doing at home, and we do hope that it's going to be something you are all going to enjoy doing at home as well. And please do let me know if you can't really hear my voice, because my earphone is somewhere over there. Is it clear? Hi, everyone.
Yeah.
It's clear,
cool.
Kak. Mhm.
And yeah, so I do hope that today we're going to actually share our experience together. So it's probably, I do believe that some of us are or have been practicing this reading aloud at home as well with their children or their nieces or nephews, or probably if we are teachers, we are doing this reading aloud at school to our children at school, students. Right, so we are going to talk about the power of reading aloud today, guidelines and strategies. But before we talked about the power of reading aloud, why we do need to have this kind of reading aloud, I'd love to go into the definition first. And this reading aloud consists of two words, like read aloud. So we're going to go to this definition first. Based on, this is Oxford Advanced Dictionary. Read means understanding written or printed words or symbols. Oh, not yet. And aloud means in a voice loud enough to be heard by other people. So it's not in silence. So what about the definition of reading aloud? Next, please. So the definition of reading aloud is to understand the meaning of written or printed words in a voice loud enough to be heard. So we do know that in a reading activity, sometimes we have this kind of silent reading, and like, you know, that reading activity when we read on ourselves, we read to ourselves, and reading aloud is actually to read loudly, and we are intending this to other people, like, you know, it's like a drama or something. So we are trying to make them listen to us, something like that. Next, please. So why do we need to do this? Why reading aloud? Why we need to read aloud to our children or our loved ones or our nieces or any our students at school? Next, please. And number one is because it's going to help build vocabulary. So, you know, when we were a little kid, we didn't have enough vocabulary to talk to anyone. We didn't have words. We didn't know the meaning. And how did we come to know how to speak, how to understand people, how to understand meaning? And that is vocabulary. And how do we get this kind of vocabularies? It's from what we listen to. And when we don't have this kind of reading aloud activity at home, we are going to listen to spoken languages only, and it's not going to be as rich as like the vocabularies we listen at home without reading aloud to books or children. It's going to be really different from the words we read to them from stories, from storybooks, from newspaper, journals, journals to series, but anyway. So if you don't read to our children or loved ones, they are going to be listening to the same words over and over again. It's going to be those words all the time, every day, being repeated over and over again. And that is why it's really important for us to read books to our children, for example, like this one, because it contains all the words our children are not going to listen to in our daily life conversations. When they listen to words, we listen to them, they might not understand at first, but they will ask, and that's how they learn vocabularies, and that's how we build vocabularies from this kind of reading aloud activities. Next, please. And that is right. Condition the child's brain to associate reading with pleasure. Right. I know it might be different from one person to the other, but most of the time, reading, especially in Indonesia, is associated with studying or something boring, something serious. It's not something fun. It's not a pleasure. And naturally, reading could be something really fun we can enjoy. Like it could be an escape from for us from our hectic life. Like there was actually this research saying that when we are tired, when we are stressful, and like, you know, when our mind is full of all the hectic life things in life, how to be relaxed, it's not to scroll or on our cell phone, it's not to watch videos on TikTok, it's not to watch videos on YouTube. It just takes 6 hours for our brain to be less stressful when we read an actual book. So it's not an ebook, but it's got to be an actual book. And it's going to make our brain work slower, like, you know, like to give it some relax, you know, to make it relax in a faster way and a more effective way. So reading aloud to children will condition their brain to associate reading as something fun. Associate reading with pleasure. It's not a burden. It's not about studying. It's not about something serious. It's our escape, actually, sometimes. Next, please. 3. And create background knowledge. Right. So, a second. Create background knowledge. So when we read a lot of books to our children prior to their time going to school, they are going to associate this reading activity with something fun. Like this is something I enjoy, and because this is something enjoyable for them, they are going to be absorbing everything faster and in a relaxed way. And after that, it's easier for them to, you know, when we are relaxed, when we are not under pressure, we learn everything faster and even more effectively. And so when we do read aloud at home to our children, it going to create this background knowledge for them at school. So when they are learning something at school, they're going to be, that's something I have heard from my parents. I have, listened to that from this book and that book. And it's really important for us to read variety books, like, so it could be fictions, non-fictions, and every kind of books. So our children are going to be exposed to so many vocabularies, so many languages, and so many knowledge as well. So when they're at school, they are going to be like, having a lot of moment because of that. So it's not something like, it's not something new for me. I have heard that. And it's not something scary because I knew that before. Something like that. Next, please. I provide a reading role model. This one is like, have you ever listened to somebody reading at school, or probably have you ever experienced it yourself, reading a text, but it's so flat, like, no intonation is there is no soul, there is no spirit. It's like you just read the words. It's like without you understanding it, and because you don't understand that, you have no emotion in that, and so it's so flat. And when we do the reading aloud, we give this fun atmosphere to children that reading is fun, and after that they enjoy this activity, and we read to them in a fun way because we love doing that. We give them the model of reading, like, we introduce them the intonation. When we have this kind of dialogue, it should be read this way, and the anger, the emotion, and everything. It's probably not something they are going to experience at school. And as parents, we can't simply wait for our children to experience this fun thing at school. If it's not there at school, let's do it at home. Like, let's get our children into this new fun world of reading, to make them interested in reading. And so we give them the role and how to actually, and the easiest example is like how to pronounce the word correctly. Like, we have this apple and apel in Bahasa Indonesia. Children, they will never know the difference if we never introduce these two words to them. And like, if this is in English, how are we, they're going to actually speak better when they listen first. And it doesn't have to be in English, it could be in Bahasa Indonesia as well. Like, yes, apple and apel, and that we do have the words buku and buku. They are two homonym, but they might mean differently. And we do have a lot of those words as well in English. And in English, like, we can, pronounce the word throw, thorough, although, though. If they got to know those words from the text first, not from what they listen first, they're going to be confused just like us. Like, how many Indonesian people pronounce high into hike? How many Indonesian people pronounce throw into throat? How many Indonesian people pronounce although into although? I mean, like, if we actually introduce these correct pronunciations prior to their written experience, they will know how to pronounce correctly. And when they see the words Nike, it's pronounced night. Oh, this is how I write night. You know, it's easier to fix. Like fixing pronunciation is sometimes a little bit challenging. So it's going to be easier for us to help them with their listening first, help them with their pronunciations, and after that, we can go to their written text. Like, yeah, something like that. I hope it's not confusing. Next, please. Number 5, like, plan the desire to read. Right. So, finally, when we do read aloud to our children and they enjoy the activity, so it's not them reading the book, okay, like the definitions. It's not actually self-reading aloud. It's actually somebody else do the reading aloud to somebody else. So when we do the reading aloud, our audiences, they're going to just listen. So it's going to be a really relaxed conditions. You just sit, listen, and enjoy. There is no, it's not school. You just enjoy what I read. You enjoy the conversations, enjoy the story, and have fun. Enjoy. It's something we should just enjoy instead of thinking really seriously, really hard, and worrying about what questions comes next after that. No, we don't need to think about questions. We just need to sit and listen and enjoy everything. And I was about to say what I forgot. Yeah, yes. Right, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why we need to do this, and it's not question and answer sessions yet. Right, so actually it's also expand our children's concentration span. Like, well, anyway, probably later. Now, please next. Now, so what research says? Oh yes, lie down would help a lot. Yes, we do lie down as well. What research says? So, in over 10,000 studies conducted by the U.S. Department of Education Commission on Reading, it is actually found that the most important activity for building the skills and background for eventual success in reading is reading aloud to children. So, like, what we have talked before, when we introduce reading to children at school or through probably courses, and the main goal is actually to be able to read letters, like, it's all letters anyway. It's going to be so frustrating, trust me, for children and for us parents, and probably for the teachers as well. Not to mention that they are probably not going to understand what they read. Like this is an example. If you are a Muslim and you don't learn Arabic, but as a Muslim, we are required to be able to recite the Holy Book, right? And we are able, like including me, we are able to recite the Holy Book, the Quran, but it doesn't necessarily mean I understand that. Do you get my point? And that's exactly what is happening with reading when they don't have the vocabularies. Do you get my point? So they know how to make it sound, they know how to read it aloud, but they don't understand what they read. That is what's happening when we don't do reading aloud at home. We don't equip our children with enough vocabularies before they go to school. And it's going to frustrate them. It's going to frustrate us as parents because our children are going to find it really difficult to study at school. They're struggling with the reading, they're struggling with understanding, and the new environment as well, and too many things coming up together at the same time. And that is why people say that reading aloud is actually the most effective and actually cheapest activity we can help our children with before they go to school. And it's probably going to be that all the time, like, till the rest of their life. And actually, a second, it is actually sad that children who are read to are usually the very best readers in the classroom, and they acquire large vocabularies, write well, and do better in other subjects areas as well. And I do believe that because when they have the vocabularies, it's not about understanding again. It's all about just memorizing everything. So like when we don't have enough vocabularies, we have two tasks at the same time: understanding it, and after that, when we are about to have a test, we need to memorize it. But when we have enough vocabularies, this understanding thing is no longer a problem. We just need to memorize it. And if we don't memorize it well enough, well, that's not the end of the world. So I think it's still okay. Next, please. All right, success stories. Do we have success stories about this kind of reading aloud activity? And the answer is actually yes. So I do believe that there are lots actually, and I'm going to just pick these three because I think we have limited time. And well, anyway, so about this Christopher Williams. So we have these three examples: Christopher Williams, Tom Parker, and Leonard Pitts Jr. Please, next. And who is actually Christopher Williams? So Christopher Williams is actually from a small city from Russell, Kentucky. I don't know exactly how small it is, but it is sad that it's a small city. It's probably bigger enough in here in Indonesia, but anyway. And so in 2002, Christopher Williams, together with other students, and they consist of 400,000 students, and it's not it's actually I forgot how to pronounce that in a long term. It's if I'm not mistaken, it's about, you can Google that later. It's what they call SNMPTN in here, like it's attached to enroll to university. And so in 2002, he took this test together with another 3,003. Anyway, they are all 400,000 students, and only 50 students got perfect score, and he was number 58, and with a perfect score of 36. So if you Google about this ACT, so if you score around 28, it's okay. And if you score above 30, you are marvelous, something like that. So like this 36 scores was like probably 9 point something if it's 1 to 10 score. So, and obviously everybody was curious because it's a small city. It's probably like, I'm from Moranim in here. It's in South Sumatra. I live in Moranim, and it's you can say that it's a small city, and it's actually a city. Anyway, and so everybody was curious how in the world somebody from Russell, Kentucky, which the population was only 3,645 people, got this perfect score. Obviously, everybody was questioning the parents. What kind of preparations did you give your son? Was it Kaplan? Was it Princeton Review? And it could probably cost $2,050 an hour, the course itself. And guess what? It wasn't like that. It was a free course from the parents. So the parents, they just read books to their children since infancy, every single day, non-stop, no matter what. And the mother, who is actually a 4th-generation teacher at school, she didn't introduce reading or writing skill before school age, which is 7. So they were just focusing on reading aloud. You just listen to read the books to their children without really forcing them to read, to be able to read or write. No, the main idea is to make them love reading, to make them fall in love in books, to storybooks, to fantasy books, to fiction books, to find that science is actually fun. So they're focusing on that until school age, and they don't stop reading aloud after that. They keep reading every single day. And yes, and that is the course, the free course Christopher Williams gave him to get this perfect score for this test. Next, please. And Tom Parker. Tom Parker was actually a former admissions director for Williams College and now Armhurst College. I think it's a little bit. Oh yes. Do we time is up? Give me a second, wait. Anyway, I can't really listen to that. Anyway, so he was one of the director. So there, maybe we can try to. In 2 more minutes. Okay, right. So yeah, right. So this Tom Parker, he was actually a admissions director, and like parents normally they go to this kind of committee asking for tips and tricks and something like that, and the same response, Parker told. He said the best SAT preparation course in the world is to read to your children in bed when they are little. Eventually, if that's a wonderful experience for them, they'll start to read themselves. So he himself also suggests this kind of reading aloud activity to get better result in SAT test. This one is SAT test. And the third, I guess we're going to go to the third guy, and it's actually Leonard Pitts Jr. He was a winner of Pulitzer Prize. And the same case, Next, the third person. When he got this, when he won this prize, he actually wrote a thank you note to his mother, and she passed away 16 years earlier. But you know, the thank you note was to say thank you for reading aloud to me prior in the day. It was not exactly reading, actually. She was just helping him with ABCs, introducing him with that, and he himself read everything to the mother, and the mother would listen back to him, and something like that. I'm going to go to my experience. Will that be okay? But Dina, I think we're going to stop in here. What about my own experience? So next, my own experience. So my first daughter, we didn't read aloud to her at first. We started reading aloud to her when she was 18 years old. It was too late, but it's better late than never. And we're so happy that she is now she enjoys reading a lot. She always finds books her favorite, like, and when she eats, she's going to get books. When it's like when she's doing some homework, I'm going to tell you that. And she's like, can I have some time out for 10 minutes? And I say yes, and she's going to get her book reading. So her escape is actually book. And my second daughter, she's right now 6. She's not going to school yet. She has learned, she has taught how to read herself from, we don't know how she did that, but we have been reading books to them like since they were a little kid. And my second daughter was since she was on my belly, literally. And so she probably picked a lot of words, a lot of vocabularies from that. And she was so curious. When I helped her sister to read, she actually paid attention and she taught herself to read herself. And she's now also reading books on her own. And so we don't know yet about our third daughter, but she seems to enjoy books a lot as well. So anyway, well, I guess that's probably all for today, and there are some other materials, but probably you can go to that later yourself if that's possible for the committee to give that PowerPoint, something like that. I guess that's all, Madina. Thank you very much.
Wow, thank you so much, Maryanti. That was a lot of insights, guys. So yeah, it turns out to be a lot of, benefits that we actually didn't realize it. And sometimes like reading aloud might be forgotten by, I don't know, quite a lot of parents nearby me, close to me. I see that we don't really do reading aloud much, but then I think we need to do it more. It's not just buying the books, because like some parents I know, like they just buy the books and just put it somewhere in the house and kind of forget it. But yeah, we actually need to read it with our children.
Some parents read books and they expect their children to read, Madina. And that's not how it works. Like also it's at school, like we have this 15 minutes literacy time, prior to school study, but it's got to be the teacher reading actually. But the teacher expects the students to read themselves. It's not going to work because the students, they don't like reading. You get my point?
Yeah.
Our son, our daughter, they
Yeah,
don't
we
like
are all
reading.
understand that.
Yes, we have to help them to love
Agree to
reading, and
that.
this is the way, right?
Agreed to that, Maryanti. So thank you so much for sharing that knowledge to us. Now we know better about reading aloud, guys. So one day when we have our own children, we can apply this to our children. Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much, Maryanti. Anyway, guys, for the next session, I know that it's the session that you guys have been waiting for. after this session, we actually got an FGD session in which you guys can talk and discuss about reading aloud with your facilitator and all of other friends. But before we're going through that, I think we can take a picture that's gonna be helped with Kai Brian. But after taking photo session, I think I'm gonna need some time to announce a little things, ya Kak Brian. Would you mind to help me, Kak Brian?
Okay, wait a minute. I will remove the spotlight first. All right. Okay, so there will be 2 slides and I will count to 3. Okay, so please do your best pose. Okay, be ready, guys. You can open your cam. Okay, I will count to 3. So for the first slide, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, wait a minute. I will try to save the pictures. Okay, for the second slide. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, that's it.
Thank you so
Kak
much.
Dina.
Yeah, thank you so much, Kak Brian, for helping. Guys, before we go to FGD, before you guys are assigned into your dedicated rooms, I'm gonna take some time, a little time to announce things real quick. So guys, we are in this year, we are actually celebrating Britzone's 20th anniversary. So it's been 20 years since Britzone born into this world. And we really want to celebrate it with you guys, with our members, by providing you guys with a lot of competition. Not a lot, it's just 2, but yeah, let's just call it a lot. The first competition is writing competition. You guys can access this information in our IG. The main theme for the writing competition is there are 3 sub-themes that you can choose, and you guys can actually submit the writing the essay until 13th of October. So there's still like 2 weeks. I believe that Britzoners can do it. Can do even like on 5 minutes. I believe that you guys can do it. Just kidding. And another another competition that we provide for you is a debate competition. You guys can access the info on our Instagram as well. It is a debate competition in the final round. But before we're going to the final round, we actually have speech competition to choose 4 of you who will go to the final debate. So there are gonna be only 4 people who is going to participate in the debate competition. In order to go to a final round, you need to submit your speech for 3, like it's a 3 until 5 minute speech. This is the rules. You guys can access this info further in our Instagram. And yeah, the registration is also closed in 13th of October. And this is a free registration competition, guys. So aside from the time that you guys invest on this competition, you guys have nothing to lose. So just try it out. Just like submit your speech and submit your essay, guys. Yeah, and that's for the announcement. I think we are all ready to go to our FGD. Brian, maybe you want to help me one more time.
Okay, I'm ready.
Let's go. See you guys in the main room. Halo.
Hello, everyone. For those of you who are still in this group, this room, yeah, your group is in here in the main room. Hello, guys. Hi, hi.
Hi.
Halo, Kak. Wow. So, yeah, my name is Nona and I'll be the pasil for this group. Okay, before we jump to the question, it's better to know each other. So, could you please introduce yourself? Kak Meci, maybe? Kak?
All right, so good evening, everyone. So I'm Michi from Philippines.
Oh, hello, Kak Meci. Oh, so you're from Philippines. Wow. Okay, thank you, Kak, for joining Britzone. And hello, Kak Al or
Ali.
Ali. Okay.
Ali can Al. Say.
Okay, hello, Kak Ali. Could you please
Hello.
introduce yourself?
Okay. So hello everyone. My name is Ali or Al. It's same. I'm from Depok, West Java.
West Java. Oh,
Yeah.
nice. Okay, still in Jabodetabek.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Kak Ali. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank
Okay,
you.
next to Kak Dias. Halo, Kak Dias. Halo, Kak Dias. Are you there? Halo.
Yeah, hello. Sorry,
Halo, Kak Dias. Oh,
sorry, I'm just arrived.
okay, that's
Yeah,
okay.
thank you.
Is it possible if you turn on your cam?
Okay, wait a minute.
Okay. Thank you,
Sorry.
Kak.
Okay.
Okay, appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, Kak, could
Okay,
you please introduce yourself?
okay, hi everybody. My name is Diaz. Just call me Diaz. Yeah, I'm a worker. I'm a worker from civil servant. Yeah, one of the minister of Indonesia. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, where do you live, Kak? Where do you
I'm live in West Java, Depok. Yeah.
Oh, West Java. Oh, Depok. Oh, same like
Yeah.
Ali. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ali. Yeah. Is it right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We are neighbor, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, maybe
Maybe.
your
Yeah.
house is
Sometimes.
side to side.
Yeah. Someday, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kak Dias. And next
Yeah,
to Kak Bagas. Halo, Kak Bagas.
Hello.
Halo, Kak. Is it possible to turn on your cam? Oh, hello, Kak Bagas.
Hello, it's quite
Could you
loud
please-
here.
Oh, yeah.
Can you hear my voice? I don't know.
Yeah, I can hear.
Yeah.
Yeah, could you please introduce yourself?
Okay, everyone, my name is Bagas. I am more likely Kak Diaz, a civil servant, but we are different institutions. We're different ministry, yeah.
Oh, different
I'm-
ministry. Okay. So
I'm
you live in
currently-
Depok as well?
No. I live in Central Jakarta.
Okay, Central Jakarta. Okay, Kak. Thank you. And let's jump to the question, guys. I will share screen. Okay, can you see my screen now?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, the question is, who do you think is responsible? No, I mean, this is the question number 2. The question number 1 is, would you like to tell us about your reading aloud experience? Maybe you already being parents, or you hear reading aloud from your parents. Who do you want to go first?
Yeah.
Kali, do you want to go first?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that's good. Go ahead, Kak.
I think the first reading aloud since my mother since my mother tell me about stories like Doraemon.
Doraemon.
Yeah,
Ah,
Doraemon. Yeah, like a comic. When my mama and my mom read me a lot. Like yeah, a lot. Like intro and then yeah, and then per episode read me, and so I can catch what my mom means order to read.
when was it?
Since I in kindergarten.
Oh, wow. Kindergarten. So your mom is reading a lot to you.
Yeah, reading comic.
Was it from comic? Oh,
Yeah,
comic.
comic.
Wow.
Yeah, the first is comic.
So Doraemon.
Yeah, Doraemon.
So do you like Doraemon now? I mean,
Yeah, I
that's
think
your favorite cartoon?
no, because I'm adult. I don't like Doraemon. Doraemon, I think it's like a child, right?
Ah, yeah. So where maybe you can share that. I mean, when you're when you're here from your mother, maybe you imagining something, or are
Yeah,
you just
yeah.
like
Okay. My mom like reading like I think it's funny, right? I get laughing loud. Our
ah
papa, gitu.
okay
Yeah.
before you sleep, or
Sometimes if I study, but lazy study. Yeah, lazy study, and yeah, also if I want to sleep, sometimes.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you Kak Ali for sharing. So I wanna hear from Kak Bagas maybe. Halo Kak Bagas. So what's your experience about reading aloud? Maybe from your parents, or now you're being parents to your children.
Okay. I'm still single, so I don't have kids, but I will tell you my experience. It's kind of sad actually because my parents never do this kind of stuff, reading aloud, because my dad is a civil servant and my mom has a family business, so they run out of time and they don't have a time for me to take attention to me. But yeah, but I'm still good in academic, I guess.
Yeah, I think yeah. Same goes with me as well. I've never heard my parents reading aloud to me, but maybe you have another experience. Maybe you reading aloud to your siblings, or to your nephew, or
I actually don't really like to read a book because it makes me sleepy or something like that.
oh, so you don't like reading a book?
Yeah, I don't like reading a book, but I think I like to read comics. I like to read more novel because there is a pictures, something like that. And the fun fact is, and it's not a fun fact actually. I like more numbers. I like more mathematics rather than any subject. So yeah.
Okay, since you like reading some comics, yeah, maybe you can one day, if you being parents, maybe you can read a lot to your children, like Kak Ali. Kak Ali,
Maybe.
yeah, his mother is reading a lot to him.
But I think I get influenced by my parents to not read aloud to my kids in the future, because nowadays we know that there is an AI, artificial intelligence, that everything can be done easily. But I think it is kind of afraid about this digital era because
Right,
because we can there is a bad impact, right?
right.
Such as our literacy, and yeah, many things. Our socials, our yeah.
Yeah, the technology actually it depends on us, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, thank you Kak Bagas for
Yeah.
sharing. And next Kak Mechi. Halo Kak Mechi.
Hello.
Is it correct I pronounce your name?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, would you like to share your experience maybe from your parents or your being parents now or
Well, actually, I experienced this read aloud during this college already because, when I was back then when I was elementary, I don't go to school. Like I didn't go to school. I just rarely, just attend classes, and then but yeah, some they have this reading aloud with their parents and stories, but it's different in my story though. My father, he's very strict and he doesn't want those stories because we can just learn that it's not like we can use that in real life. And that's why he always asks us to read books like science and even math. It was tough though, have a parents like that. But now in college, I feel like, wow, it's so nice to experience or hear many different stories. Yeah, and I think I'm gonna do that in my in the future when I become a teacher.
oh wow.
Yeah, I think it's a great, great ways to teach students to learn a language.
Right. Or have you ever like reading aloud to your siblings or
Oh no.
no? Okay, thank you Kak Mechi. And next maybe Kak Dias. Halo Kak Dias. Halo Kak Dias.
Yeah, sorry, Faisal.
Yep.
I'm listening first because I'm
Oh,
having dinner. Sorry.
okay.
I really appreciate this topic, right? It was very interesting. But sorry, I have to having my dinner first. Yeah, I'm listening first.
Okay.
Go on.
Okay, Kak. Thank you for letting me know. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. We're next to second question. Second question. Who do you think is responsible to this reading aloud activities at home? So, who do you go first? Want to share your mind first? Kak Mechi, maybe? Who do you think is responsible? Is it parents or?
Well, because education starts at home. Actually, at home. So the students learn, the kids learn more at home. So the from my father, he said that as this the parents should teach the students how to read, so that in the school the teacher just furnish the students skills on in reading. So I was like hesitant to believe that because it's different when my father teach us, I taught us, than my teacher. Okay. So I think it's the parents' responsibility though. Moral, and not only moral, because mostly kids stories, they have this good insight. They have these moral lessons that we can get. And that's what I learned during these days in my college. Those stories that my prof that my prof uh he was using no he used he used his okay, I was missing the grammar.
That's
He used
okay.
this to teach us in our English, because we have this course reading, how to teach students how to read. And I think it's really a good thing though, that it's really the parents responsibility to teach the child at home, to read the child at home. There's also family bonding, I guess. Yeah, I
yeah,
think.
family bonding.
Yeah,
Yeah,
to develop, connection with the kids, with your kids. Yeah,
yeah.
and start reading even though you're
But
pregnant.
what if their parents is really busy, are really busy?
Yeah,
And
that's true. Yeah, that's also
yeah,
the problem there, though.
yeah, right.
Right now, I
Um,
I can see that the moral, the moral now is declining. But
Yeah, right.
I think the teacher
Manina.
should
Oh,
stop it.
sorry. Hello, Manina. Will it be okay for me to go a second to join the discussions a second? What if the parents are busy? Will that be okay? Mamichi, too? Oh,
Yeah,
Miss
pardon
Matthew,
me.
sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yes,
okay.
actually, about this reading aloud, it doesn't take quite a lot of time. 15 minutes a day is more than enough, actually.
Yeah, that's
Just
true.
15 minutes a day. And
Yeah,
I mean, like, how busy you are as a parent that you don't even have 15 minutes for your children in your 24 hours a day. That is indeed so sad for me, I think. Like,
yeah, that's true.
it should be possible. Like sometimes it's if it's too hard to have this 15 minutes, make it 5 minutes, 10 minutes, but
Yeah, that's
still
true.
read something to our children. Like,
But
it's the
there are
bonding
still
is mhm.
but there's still a lot of factors though. What if the parents can't read?
Oh yes,
Yeah,
actually.
that's true. Yeah, I've seen a lot of that because I have conducted a research about this reading aloud and other thing about regarding reading, and it was like I felt sad because there are many farmers here in my place though, and I feel really really sad. I don't know what to do though. Well, the technology can help, but at home it's different.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, you're right. But probably, sometimes if it's not our parents, it could be our sibling. If our siblings, they go to school and they know how to read, we can read to each
Yeah,
other
that's true. That's
if
true. That yeah, I also
at
do that.
home.
Okay. Thank you so much, Kak Maryanti and Kak Meci.
Right,
Yeah,
thank you, Manuna. But
yeah, even though the parents are really busy, yeah, we have to like spare at least 10 until 15 minutes, yeah, spare our time to our children. Okay, maybe I wanna hear from Kak Bagas. Halo, Kak Bagas.
Hello.
Yeah,
Okay,
maybe you can
responsibility.
answer the question number 2. Who do you think is responsible for this reading aloud activity at home?
Okay, I think I am like Kak Michi. The responsibility is on the parents in terms of they read themselves to the kids or just have a helper to read, maybe siblings to read.
Right, as Kak Maryanti said.
Yeah, and I think in the future, I think it's more like ourselves to have a responsibility because sometimes when I read something in silent reader, I think I jump into another sentence quickly so I don't get it about the whole paragraph or the whole context. So it's more easy to understand if we read aloud. So we more understand about context.
Ah, you
So
mean
it's not just
the
family
reader?
but ourselves.
Sorry, Kak?
Yeah, it's not just our family, it's not just parents actually, but
Ah,
ourselves to have
ah,
this responsibility.
okay. So, will you do this if you one day being parents?
What, sorry?
Will you do this if you one day being parents, reading aloud to
Um,
your children? Since I know your civil servant is busy, right?
yeah, I don't know yet. I cannot answer it yet because I can imagine. I actually don't really like kids, but I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of another issue for me.
Okay. Yeah, maybe as if refer to Kak Maryanti said that, yeah, we have to like spare our time. But if you like busy, yeah, maybe your siblings or our children's siblings, or maybe we can use technology, yeah, to reading aloud to our children,
Yeah, that's true.
right?
Yeah, because some teachers also here they reinforce technology though.
Right.
Yeah, videos like that. Picture.
Right. Okay, thank you Kak Michi and Kak Bagas. And Kak Ali, what do you think, Kak?
What do you think is responsible for reading aloud activity? Yeah, I think parents, yeah. Why? Because I think parents can use read aloud to demonstrate the power of children, like to make engage for children in extension activities parts, like read aloud to encourage engagement or encourage engagement, I think. And then with reading aloud to children can make a great for developing early literacy skills, like like brain awareness, one-to-one correspondence, and also like to make uh, uh, new vocabulary, like kosakata baru,
Right.
kosakata baru gitu.
Yeah, children can get
That's
new
what the parents said, and then the children can get new
insight, knowledge,
inside knowledge.
Yeah, and then new vocab, and also
New vocab,
like Kak Meiji said as well. We can make like family bonding, yeah. Okay, thank you, Kali. And the last question is, when do you think is the best time to start reading aloud to our loved ones, as well as to stop reading aloud to them? So, who do you go first? Maybe Kak Bagas first. I want to hear from Kak Bagas first. When do you think is the best time to start reading aloud to our loved ones?
Kind of hard question for me. I don't know exactly when the right time is, but I think, in the young age, I don't know. Cannot really answer that question. But yeah, reading habits should be prioritized, because when you read, you can gain more knowledge, any knowledge. Yeah, I guess in the young age, when I don't know exactly.
Okay. Since we've never experienced it.
Yeah, maybe it's a good question for Kamichi. She can elaborate more. She can elaborate more about it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's okay. Maybe you can just guessing like when your children 5 years old or 3 years old, maybe.
I don't know, but I think what's more important is we have to talk to our children, because sometimes when it's like my niece, my nephew, actually they are 3 years old, but they cannot speak yet.
Wow.
I think it's more like speak is more important than reading for me, from my experience. I don't know. So
Yeah.
and the very young age is very crucial, because they can learn anything, right, about the language, about
Yeah, right.
anything.
As Kak Maryanti said that we have to like tell the children that the difference between apple and apple. Apple and apple, yeah, it's different. Okay, thank you Kak Bagas. And maybe Kak Meci. Halo Kak Meci.
Well, I was like being hit by what Kabagas said earlier. Like, let the kids speak. Because I have this because of this I have this problem not right now. Public speaking is one of my problem and one of my like anxiety. Yeah, because when I was a kid, my parents always very strict that you should not talk like that. They're making a lot of correction though. Instead of correcting me, they're just scolding me and talk like, things that might really discourage the children to talk. That's why now we think nowadays the children are really very creative. So let them, explore. Even though they make a mistake, just make them just correct them, the misconception. But and this question actually the
time.
oh my god.
Yeah, we ran out of time.
Oh my god.
It's
But
okay,
yeah.
Kak. We have 9 seconds.
Yeah,
We need more time.
okay, let's teach or read the children with books in an early age which they can't just read. Very early age, like use the books that would have a lot of pictures because they like it, they would like it probably.
We need
And
time.
oh my god.
Okay, thank you Kak Meci for sharing. Okay, Karina, back to you.
Well, thank you so much, Kanona, for leading the group in the main room. So sorry, Kamechi, you didn't get to talk full. Because of course, we always need more time. So guys, did you guys have fun?
Yeah.
Yes,
Kak.
of course.
It was great. Kak Ali hasn't answered the last question.
Oh, Kak Ali, oh my god. So sorry to hear that. I hope we can
need
get
more time.
The
yeah,
topic
we
is
can
very
get like
interesting.
Yeah, you know our complaints, right?
Yeah, we need
always
more money.
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah, time and money, those two quiet, unaffordable things. Anyway, thank you so much, guys, for coming back. I hope you guys still enjoy that nonetheless. And now, after the FGD session is done, I believe that your facilitators have already chosen one of you to be the representative of your group. So in this session, I will let one person or maybe two groups to represent what you guys have discussed in your FGD room. Maybe I want to hear from Kak Lutfi's room. I heard that you are surrounded by angels.
Thank you. Okay, Kak Dian will shed light on what we have in the room 5. Go on, Kak Dian.
Hello everyone, good evening. Thank
Evening
you
time.
for giving me time to speaking here. And from this room, I think that reading books is so important from our children in the future. And then become a mother, we must to learning much from reading and for the future in our children next. And then the best time for reading for our children is earlier as baby, and then when we want to learning and to melatih or melatih reading, we must hard work, maybe I think like this, Kak. Oh, thank you for this time.
Wow, you got such a rounded discussion summary. Thank you so much, Kadian, for sharing that. Okay. maybe you got such a, what is it? Insightful conclusion, perhaps because you guys are mostly are girls, yeah, in the room. Thank you so much anyway, Karaopi. And because we still got 10 minutes, I think I'm gonna call one more group, which is from Kak Farah. Hi, Kak Farah.
Okay, because we have a first timer in our group. Okay, our representative for our group is Kak Ratna. Let's go, Kak Ratna.
Hello. So, in our room, we are sharing about our experience when we are kids. We are sharing about our memory, what stories that we got when we were a kid, and then sharing our experience reading aloud with our parents or our neighbor or our sister. And also, we are discussing about best time to start read aloud. So the best time to start read aloud is kids, because kids is a golden memory. So when kids start to learn reading aloud or practice read aloud with parents or with sister brother, it can be memorized in our brain until we grown up. And the best time, exactly time to practice our reading aloud is before sleeping. So because before sleeping is the good time for kids to plan the memory in our brain. Thank you.
Wow, thank you so much, Kak Ratna. Yeah, before we sleep, and also like it's gonna be your kids' like core memories. It's gonna be very memorable. Anyway, thank you so much, Kak Ratna. And here I'm seeing Kak Laina, who's inviting Kak Ratna here in our Zoom. Thank you so much, Kak Laina. I think you are worth to shout out. And yeah, guys, since it's already like about 8:30, I think we can go to another summary from one group. I think we can still do one more. I'm gonna call from Kak Sophia's group, perhaps. Hi, Kak Sophia.
Hello, Dina.
How's your discussion, Kak?
Oh, wow, it was great. Like I got so many insightful, thoughts from them. Like, and the experience is really, they were incredible. So I've got Putri and then Zaino, right? And Dita. Right. So our representative will be Putri, and she's from the UK. Yeah, so currently she is studying in the UK right now. So Putri, are you there? Hello, Putri. Princess, are you here? So I think, she's not here. Okay, so Zaina, hello.
Hi.
And all right, so
Yeah, I'm sorry
okay,
I
go
took
ahead.
off cam.
Okay, it's okay. So the only handsome guy in our group. Okay, go ahead.
All right, then thank you for the chance. And I got lots of interesting insight too from the facilitator. And she asked me about the, what is it? The experience of reading aloud and what I taught in the kindergarten at that time, around about in the 2011. And I got my funny experience and that year. Yeah, I got misspelled to my students. They were native speaker, but they were kids at that time. So when I taught them to draw rainbow instead of rainbow, and I got misspelled rainbow like a pelangi in bahasa, but actually the word is rainbow, the special shoes for the kids to go to the rainbow, something like that. So it is the misspelled from I myself. Then they were shout of us in front of the class, but I tried to calm myself down and I told Yeah, I just wanted to test you were concentrating this lesson or not, something like that. Yeah, so the importance of reading aloud and then telling the story to the students, I think, yeah, we can take the knowledges even from the small kids. Thank you.
Hello, Dina. You're still muted,
Oh,
so
okay.
we couldn't hear you.
So sorry, guys. Yeah, that was a very funny story, Kazim. It's always funny when you're telling your stories. Thank you so much for entertaining us, Kazim.
Anytime.
Okay, guys. Since it's already time to wrap up the class, I think we can shout one more time to our conductor to give her closing statement. Are you ready, Kayanti, to give your closing statement?
Right. Thank you very much, everybody.
And actually, we can't really hear you well.
Oh, wait, what about my is stuff on? Is that on? Oh, my microphone is on. What about now? Can you hear me clearly, Dina?
Yeah, it's better now.
Yeah, cool. So thank you very much, guys, for joining. I do hope that it is beneficial for us all, and I do hope that it's going to be, it's not necessarily to be inspiring, but I do hope that we're going to start reading for children starting from now. And as actually, there is this research saying that 90% of humans' brain happens before the age of 5. It's before the age of 5, which might be the time when our children are not even reading yet. And it's not about our children reading the books aloud. It's about us, the parents, the grandparents, the caretakers, the sisters, anyone adults around us read aloud to young children. So we are going to stimulate their brain in the best way and in the most effective way. And I'm like, golden age doesn't come back. I hope we can make the best of that, and we're not going to regret it, because time doesn't come back, golden age doesn't come back, and it hurts when it's gone. When it's gone, it's gone. And so I hope, that's all for today, I guess. I hope it's going to inspire us a bit about reading aloud. That's all.
Oh, guys, a round of applause for Kayanti for sharing this tonight's class and tonight's material, guys. Come on, guys, give a round of applause. Oh my god. Yeah. It really woken my memories about the time where my dad and my mom used to read me, and it's a very sweet thing to remember. Thanks to you, Kayanti. And yeah, of course, it's gonna be a mental note for us later when we have our own children. We need to read them in order for their brain to be stimulated a lot before they can read themselves. And yeah, thank you so much for Maryanti for tuning in our tonight's session. And also I wanna say thanks to our participants tonight who's coming all the way from Batam, from Philippines, from UK. Thank you so much, guys, for coming to tonight's class. I don't know what happens with my pronunciation, but yeah, we actually got another class in Thursday, so stay tuned on our Instagram to get to know more about that detail. And also don't forget to repost the pictures that will be shared on the WhatsApp group to your Snapgram. and tag Britzone ID because you guys will be reposted by our Instagram. Also, don't forget to give this class a feedback through the feedback link that we also will share in our WhatsApp group. And I guess that's it for tonight. I hope that this class can be meaningful for you. And yeah, have a nice rest, guys. See you in the next 2 days.
Nice to
See you guys. Thank you for
Bye,
coming.
Thank you,
Bye,
everyone.
everyone.
Bye, guys. You guys can actually leave this room.
Bye bye too.
Thank you, everyone. Oh man,
Bye.
filter
Bye, bye, bye.
slowly.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Kalayin.
Thank you, the conductor, thank you, Kadinas, the MC, and yeah, have a nice day, everyone.
Bye,
My
guys.
background is consuming me. Goodbye.